What's up, ReadyUpLive? Greenskull here, and I'm going to show you something from Halo the Master Chief Collection, the Silent Cartographer from Halo CE, or Halo CE Anniversary, in 60 glorious frames a second, 1080p. Let's do this. Let's get in here. Looks beautiful.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out switch. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines!
And off we go. What a classic level. Truly one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic Halo campaign levels of all time. Silent Cartographer storming the beach. Super awesome. Coming in on a dropship. This game came out when? Long time ago. And it's you know, you don't see this kind of freedom in a game. You can actually totally do this level backwards, essentially, if you know what you're doing. So there's two paths up the mountain, one of which brings you to the first room, which has a locked door, and then the second one brings you, to unlocking that door. And you can just instantly, right off the bat, go to that unlocked door area. I don't think I do it in this mission here, but for like speed running and stuff is the way to do it. Just do it the other way around. It's much quicker. And Cortana even has different dialogue and stuff, and this kind of stuff that just wasn't as seen. It just wasn't seen that much back then.
Cavalry's arrived!
So you'll notice right away that I can instantly change. The original Halo CE Anniversary for Xbox 360, there was a little pause, a little delay when you press that button to switch modes. And that was kind of frustrating. It was a little annoying, but this is instant. Absolutely instant. And it's really cool that they can, use the power of the Xbox One to make this kind of thing happen. It's so much more worth doing it all the time. Just looking at everything, seeing what's different, looking at, guns, player models, skyboxes. It's fascinating to see the difference. Now, you'll notice that Halo 2 Anniversary, God, does it look good, and it does look a lot better than this, actually. But this is... Actually, I might. I'm going that way. I might have lied to you guys. I might be doing it the way I was explaining before, so... It looks like I'm going to unlock the door before I even go to the door. I have this sixth sense. I had a premonition that this is what I should do. So I'm doing it this way. Vehicle play has always been really solid in Halo, even since the first one. That's something that I think is very important they got right from the beginning. It's such a crucial element of Halo. I mean, you can name so many first-person shooters, and none of them do vehicles like Halo. None of them. I can't name a game that has vehicles as fun to play with as Halo. I mean, look at the chopper. The brute chopper in Halo 3, there's a vehicle. I think it's fun. It's a great thing. And just, running around, bombing around the beach on a Warthog, all the way back then, all the way on the original Xbox. What a time. What a time to be alive for video games. So you'll see I will switch back and forth a lot here just to give you guys a very good understanding of how quick it is and the differences. If you haven't played CE yourself, I mean, it's still going to look better, right? 1080p, 60 FPS, it's just smoother and nicer in general. So if you're not playing this video at 720p or 1080p on the right browser, Chrome is one. Make sure you are so you can see it in its fast-paced glory, because it is smooth and it is very... It's nice. It's nice on the eyes. It's a good thing to look at. I'm actually playing on normal difficulty, once again, just to give you guys this nice overview. All right, I want to finish it faster. I don't want it to take forever, and I don't want to die too much. Because yeah, I'm a scrub. I'm not even ashamed, but not really. I normally play on heroic, and I'll say this every time. That's I normally always go to is heroic, but I just want to give you this nice look at the game. Kind of mosey on through it. So here we go. Some insta kills. 1. Beautiful. I love taking out hunters like this. Go by me. In the back. There he is. He's done. Yeah. So we have a terminal here, which when activated will bring you to the Halo channel where you can watch them. Opens up a little side app. The joy of the Xbox One also is that it, you can have all these multiple things running at once. So it can open up the Halo channel. You can mess around in there and then just quickly jump back into the game. And all the stuff that was here originally is still here. You can go find the skulls. There's achievements for all that kind of stuff, for finding the skulls, for for doing a bunch of things, like for instance, speed running every level and score on every level. Now currently, with the build I have, it does not actually show you the par times or the par score, but that might change very soon when we get this update that we don't have yet. But if not, then my advice is to just run as fast as you can, or score as high as possible. Sometimes I just like playing this game in old mode, because it just, brings me back. Brings me back to the good old days of stepping on Halo for the first time and seeing how alien and weird it was. And I got Grunt Birthday Party Skull, if you didn't notice. I'm pretty sure I would have been your daddy on also. Grunt Birthday Party being the skull that makes every grunt's head explode into joyful confetti. And that fun, yay, sound effect is actually from Viva Pinata. They never officially announced that, maybe later on, but I remember very early on I questioned someone at Bungie about it. I'm like, that is Viva Pinata, isn't it? And they're like, yeah, it is. I totally called it. Hey, Viva Pinata's good. Don't judge. It's a fun game. If you haven't played it, you should. It's actually quite an enjoyable experience.
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station.
There's actually a skull on top of this area, but I'm not going to get it here because you got to like grenade jump or rocket jump up to it. It's over here, and it's kind of annoying to get. It's easier to double jumps right over there. Look at it, beautiful skull. So when you get the game, you can go get that for yourself. A solid rocket jump with an overshield would be the best.
We should now have access to the main facility. Let's find the map room.
That elite is concerned about his door that just opened. We gotta go get him. Let's go track him down. Remember that guy always used to freak me out back when I used to play this game. Oh man, anticipating that sword guy. And I like that you actually don't run into him until you're way back. So here's an example of using old mode. Look, it's so much easier to see invisible guys when you switch to the non-remastered mode. So I notice whenever I'm fighting against invisible guys, I always do that. I always flip back to old mode because they're easier to spot, and it's definitely worth it. Here's another thing I like to do. Where this grunt standing is another skull, by the way, around that area. I never like to. I like to get the easy way down here, which is simply falling off this edge. And I remember back in the day, I don't know if I tried it for too high or I just sucked, but I used to die so many times, or just I remember that, but I don't know why I'm fine now. You can just fall, you get hurt a bit, and there's luckily a health pack right there, so it's not a problem. Right at the Crash Pelican, you pick that up, and you are rejuvenated. You also got a rocket launcher, which is very, very handy. Man, everyone should know this map, this mission like the back of their hand, because it's just so iconic. It's such a fun one. It's so freeform. Just go anywhere, go everywhere. It's beautiful. God, I love it.
More here.
Oh, I guess I'm coming to the skull right now. Let me show you where this is. I don't even remember this playthrough. Is why. Okay, here we go. Not here. Now it is. We got a skull here. Famine skull. Yay! Now you know. Now you know if you didn't know already. If you've never had the joys of experiencing CEA, now you can. Now you can do it with the wonderful Xbox One controller. I do love the Xbox One controller. Some people don't like some facets of it, I guess, but I don't know. I just can't do PlayStation. My left thumb feels so strange. It feels odd. And if you notice, for instance, in a first-person shooter, most games really, you press forward on the thumbstick, right? On the left thumbstick. And on an Xbox controller, that's up, directly off the tip of your fingernail. That's up that direction. But on PlayStation, it's the equivalent of an Xbox's left. So you're kind of reorienting how your thumbs do motion. And that's always kind of bugged me about PlayStation controllers. I don't know, never liked them. Never liked them, never been able to do them. I will say PS4 is definitely better in terms of controller, but, I mean, well, better than their past ones, but it doesn't do it for me. It's not as good as Xbox. I've always loved my Xbox controllers. Hunter's coming after me, but I don't know if what's going on here. Is he going to get me? Is he just going to keep chasing after me? I don't even know. Oh, there's one. There's two. Let's not die. That didn't happen. False? You didn't see that? Just avert your eyes. There was no deaths there. I'm pretty sure I stuck that hunter and he ran at me. Or someone ran at me after I stuck him or something. Not cool, man. Yeah, get that overshield. This will help. This is how we do it. Overshield style. Da-da-da-da. Alright, run over these dudes, and then let's enter the facility. I really love how fast that switch is, though. It's super awesome. I do legitimately press it a lot, like mid-combat, just because, I don't know, it's quick. Just press it, and it's something that you didn't, you know, it's a cool thing. It's a feature. It's a great feature, so make use of it. Just try it. See what's different. I always like looking at, like, cliff edges and stuff, because they usually add a lot more, looks like geometry, at least. And that's kind of cool. And shot in the back. There's one. Okay, come on, buddy. Here's another. Ooh, missed twice there. Alright, clean up and let's get inside. Done. Inside the structure. At what point do you think they will stop remastering? Will this be a trend in Halo? Where it keeps going? Are they going to do, you know, side stories remastered, Halo Reach, ODST, right? Are they going to remaster that kind of stuff? I don't know, right? I have no idea. Are they, you know, are they going to remake Halo 3 next? Make Halo 3 really sexy, because you'll always sell, right? That'll always sell, and if they just outsource it, put some other studio on it, easy. So I always used to think this thing was a rock. This thing kicks up the edge, but in this mode, like remaster, you can tell it's like a grunt's face mask or something. That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, that's got to be that, right? Boink. That sense of wonder, that sense of discovery of CE, isn't as matched in future Halo games, because it's just so new, it's so fresh. We know nothing about the Forerunners, we know nothing about Halos. You're just exploring. You're seeing all these new things, all these new sights and new sounds, new smells. And I honestly, I think Halo 4 actually did a pretty good job of that, because it was a totally new kind of environment, but I'd love to see that in Halo 5 onward, right? Like totally new environments, new planets, new things like that, right? New characters, and just a sense of discovery, the sense of awe and amazement. I want to see things that that blow my mind, and I just want to explore. Halo's really good at doing that, so let's hope that future Halo games are very, very heavy on exploration. I always complain about jackals being harder to kill in previous Halo games, because Halo 3 onward, easy. You shoot him in the hand, shoot him in the head. It's so much harder to pop him in the hand, especially in CE. It just never works. Maybe I'm just bad, but it does not work as smoothly as it does in Halo 3. Luckily there's a health kit here. Not a problem. Pick that up, keep it going, keep on running. I'm really curious how many people have never played Halo CE, because there have been a few chances, really. I feel like Halo 2 would maybe even be rarer, because you had CE Anniversary, right? You had that opportunity on Xbox 360 to play Halo CE, and a remastered version of it. So, how many people didn't play CE, and how many didn't play 2? Those are the most likely ones that people just didn't, log a ton of time on, or get a chance to experience at all because they were on the original Xbox. So I want to know from you guys, did you guys, you play Halo CE back in the day? Or PC, I guess, if you want to bundle that in there. But CE, Halo 2, you guys rock that? I mean, I did, obviously. It was I grew up on that stuff. But I'd be really curious. Leave it in the comments. Honestly, I'm more curious for, tell me for sure if you have not. Leave that comment. I'm curious for who is excited, and especially if you're excited to experience 1 or 2 for the first time, or any Halo game, really. I want to hear from the people who haven't played specific Halo games in the Master Chief Collection. and now they're gonna pick it up.
Tight spot if
And they're
we
gonna
get
play
out
these
of here
games for the
before
first
they
time
get
and have their minds blown.
Let's find that map.
Halo's pretty rad. I think Halo's a good guy. He doesn't afraid of anything. More overshields. Should be handy. I like how overshields change in every iteration of Halo. In Halo 3, they're huge orbs. It's very interesting stuff. It's funny how that happens. I feel like overshields and invisibility pickups, power-ups, are like some of the most arcadey things in Halo games, really. I never thought about it until now, really, but isn't that kind of weird? They seem sort of out of place. Very arcadey.
There. That holo panel should activate the map. Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a...
Now to exit the structure. This part I like to just kind of run by usually. I forget if I do this in this playthrough here, but it's, I don't know, it's just not worth fighting. Just book it. And there's a point you can get invisibility too to help you get past everybody. Just get to the top, get topside, get to the surface.
And then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
I always get confused in this specific part. I always run there and I'm like, oh, it's a dead end. Every single time. Then I have to go around until I find that this ramp up. And I notice a lot of levels are definitely a lot easier to navigate with Anniversary, especially the library. Oh my god. The library now has arrows on the ground. If you guys haven't played it, it's so much better. It's so much easier to see what the heck is going on, where the heck you're going. Otherwise, it's just gray. Gray everything. Gray everywhere. Oh, we got an achievement here. Scavenger hunt. I do believe that would be for either killing grunts. I think it's killing grunts or jackals. Killing jackals, maybe. Pretty sure that's what that is. Pretty sure. I did a live stream not too long ago here when I was speed running this level, and I at the very top there was a hunter that smacked me right off, right down to the pit to death. I almost had it. Oh no, it was I was doing a speed run ish slash it's no shooting, no meleeing, no grenades, and I died. Stupid hunter knocked me right into that pit of death. Very upsetting. What an upsetting day that was. It might have been up here, actually, that hunter was. It was one of these. It was the top of one of these ramps. And it was just it was a sad day. It was a very sad day. So here's coming up on the... Oh, kill this grunt. Maybe not. Alright. Whoa. Here we go. Now fighting this sucker. I didn't reload. This is a very bad decision on my part. It's okay. There's a corner. He takes so much damage. An entire rocket? What a crazy man. Do you remember seeing that sword the first time and being like, what if you could wield that? I remember speculating so long with friends on having a usable sword. Like, oh, how cool would that be? They can use it, why can't we use it? And when they first showed it, first announced it in Halo 2, oh my god, people went crazy. I went crazy. A sword! We've been looking at people use swords against us forever, and now we can turn the tides of the war. Give them a taste of their own medicine. It was so exciting. There's a lot of exciting things from the transition between 1 and 2. But I think it was the most excited I've ever been for a video game. Was waiting on Halo 2. It was nuts. I was so hyped. I would look at screenshots all day. Have them as wallpapers everywhere. It was fantastic. Whoa, inside! That's okay. Happens.
Get moving. Bowhammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked out.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This Pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Bowhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. I got more coming. I got a lot more gameplays coming of all of these games. Halos 1 through 4, I have more gameplay. Seriously. I'm going crazy. I'm allowed to release it soon, so I'm going to show you guys this stuff and get you really hyped for Master Chief Collection, because you should be, because it's great. Hit that like button. Much appreciated, guys, if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you are not already, and I'll see you guys in the near future for more awesome Halo content.
There is much talk, and I have listened.